What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Wednesday evening's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. Today we're going to be telling you which one of Florian Wirtz's representatives still harbours ambitions for him to play for Real Madrid. We'll be talking about how much money the Reds have made so far from this season's Champions League. We'll discuss Anthony Gordon and Newcastle's stance on their star player, and we'll have a little bit on Jayden Danns and the future of Alisson Becker. That and lots more to come up over the next few minutes, but as always, I want to know your thoughts, my friends. Do let me know in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoy this video. And unfortunately, I won't be here for a late night agenda tonight, but we will have a news update video coming out at around 10 o'clock this evening, so do keep an eye out for that one. I will be back tomorrow, don't worry, we'll get stuck into the late night agenda, but until then, let's get cracking with the news. So, record is what they're saying. 6 English clubs have qualified for the Champions League round of 16 for the very first time in the competition's history. Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham and Newcastle all safely booking their place into the round of 16. The odds of an English club winning this season's Champions League, well, they're quite high, as you can see there. 6 from the 16 teams hailing from the Premier League, once again underlining the advantage the Premier League has with regards to the other European leagues. Right, let's talk about the stages of the Champions League. So we know our opponents will come clear tonight, but then fully clear on Friday. What do I mean by that? Well, we know it's either going to be Atletico Madrid, Juventus or Galatasaray. Juventus and Galatasaray playing tonight, and then the draw will take place on Friday at 11 a.m. And Connor's going to be here to take you through a live stream of that draw. But when are the games, and when can we expect to lift all big ears at the Puskás Arena in Bucharest? Well, knockout rounds, as we know, are taking place right now. The round of 16 draw February the 27th this Friday. Then the round of 16 itself takes place March 10th and 11th and 17th and 18th. So rather quickly, we won't have to wait too long to see the Reds back in action in the Champions League. The quarterfinals, they are April the 7th, 8th and April the 14th and 15th. Semi-finals, should we get there, April 28th, 29th and May 4th, 5th. May 5th, 6th. And then the final is Saturday, May the 30th in Hungary at the Puskás Arena. And of course, Milos Kerkez, Dominik Szoboszlai and the rest of the Liverpool team very much hoping to be there. So, according to financial blogger Swiss Ramble, Manchester City and Liverpool have both made £84 million so far this season. Arsenal £83 million, Chelsea £80 million and Spurs £73 million. So you can see the revenue really is starting to stack up, and hopefully that will see more top quality additions brought in the summer to reinforce the Liverpool group. Now, let's talk about Alisson Becker and his future, because we broke the news last night that Juventus were interested in signing our goalkeeper, but it looks like we could breathe perhaps a little bit easier. This piece here from Transfer News Live, sourcing it from Gazzetta dello Sport, say Juventus have opened a discussion with Spurs Italian goalkeeper Guillermo Vicario. However, the Serie A club are also interested in Liverpool's 33-year-old Brazilian international Alisson Becker if he was to become available in the summer. Now, I don't think he will become available, but others are starting to maybe ask the question, are Liverpool looking to bring in a fee? Because we know Alisson's contract is up in 2027. So is this going to be the summer that Liverpool look to cash in? Or will they let Liverpool's star goalkeeper see out his contract in 2027 and depart on a free? I know which one I'd prefer, but which one happens, well, let's wait and see. Obviously, I'd prefer Alisson to see out his time, because I still have some questions about Georgi Mamardashvili, and a lot of those questions are quite simply because we haven't seen him enough in a Liverpool shirt. Know all about the guy, know that he's a very good goalkeeper, but how's he going to fit into the team long term? Well, we're going to have to find that out, and that's why I guess some of us were surprised he didn't get the FA Cup games. So, here's a little bit of good news for you. Jayden Danns, according to Anfield Watch, was spotted back training with the under-21s today, which is great news. He's had an injury-ravaged season, in fact, a couple of seasons, and we do hope to have Jayden Danns back for a full pre-season, and then another option for Arna or whomever the Liverpool head coach is next season. So I mentioned to you guys at the start of this video that we were going to talk about one of Florian Wirtz's representatives that wanted him to move to Real Madrid and still harbours ambition from to move to Real Madrid. It is Volker Struth, Florian Wirtz's agent/advisor. Now, this has me a little bit confused because I thought his father took care of that. Maybe he has a team of people. I would imagine players at the level Wirtz is at probably does have a team of people. But this is what his agent/advisor has had to say. In the phase when it came to a move to Liverpool or Bayern, I called Xabi Alonso and told him You have to take the boy from Leverkusen to Real Madrid. Xabi replied, you don't have to tell me, you have to tell Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid president. I actually sent him a message. Dear Florentino, I've told you several times, I have a player who I would highly recommend to you. Florian Wirtz makes every team in the world better. It didn't just work out that year because of the squad and the budget. At Real Madrid too, the coffers are not so full. But my wish remains that Florian will play there one day. And I'm really getting a pain in my backside with this, with agents and everybody trying to get their players moves to Real Madrid. Liverpool Football Club is a massive football club. And Florian Wirtz is going to achieve everything that he will want to achieve at Liverpool Football Club. So this desire to go to the spoiled, petulant brat brigade over in Real Madrid, I just don't get. We've seen Trent do it. We don't know whether even Canade is going to do it. We've seen other players like Dominic Szoboszlai's Hungary national team coach saying that he wants the boy to go and play at Real Madrid, that he's dreamt about playing for Real Madrid. Look, I know they're a massive club, but they're also a bunch of divas, and I really don't get it. There is no loyalty over there at Real Madrid. You make a mistake, the white handkerchiefs are out. They're a very unforgiving bunch, but again, I can't tell other people what their dreams and desires are, but I hope Florian Wirtz is at Liverpool for the long term. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on this one, folks, because if you're like me, you're getting a little bit exhausted and tired of seeing Liverpool players constantly linked with moves to Real Madrid. And it doesn't help when their agents are the ones pushing those rumours. So, again, let us know your thoughts. Right. TalkSport, they have said Newcastle United have no plans to cash in on in-form England winger Anthony Gordon this summer. The player may have other ideas, they say. Oh, let me know your thoughts here, because every time I come on to do a video about Anthony Gordon, I feel like the price is going up and up and up. It was 75, then 95, then 125. I dare not ask what the next number that comes out in the media is going to be. But Anthony Gordon, look, here's where I'm at with Anthony Gordon. I like him as a player. I can understand the idea of him fitting in at Liverpool, him being a Liverpool fan and all. But the price would have to be right. Now, others, they may think very, very differently. And I don't know what Liverpool's plans are here for the summer. Will Mohamed Salah still be at the club? Will Liverpool make a move for Yan Diamonde? Is there another player who we're talking about like Bradley Barcola, Michael Elise? I don't really know as of yet what the plans are. We do know that Liverpool are going to dip their toes in the market for another centre-back signing, according to reports yesterday, a major centre-back signing. Does that mean we're going to be saying goodbye to Ibrahim Konate, or would this be a potential replacement for Joe Gomez? So much still up in the air, ladies and gentlemen, so much to figure out, but the main thing is West Ham, Saturday, 3 p.m. The Reds have to get the 3 points. My prediction for that one is going to come out tomorrow evening, so do keep your eye out for that one. I've given you a little sneak preview of my starting 11 on the stream the other night, so if you haven't seen it, well, you're going to have to either go back and watch it or wait until tomorrow evening, because I think it's going to, well, it's going to annoy a few people. It's probably going to excite a few people, but either way, it has no relevancy to what actually happens, does it? Because it's only my opinion on it. But here's a bit of an inside one for you. I'm not going to be having Cody Gakpo or Mohamed Salah in my starting 11 for that one, because honestly, I want Rio Engamoa and somebody else to play. That being said, I do understand and appreciate Jamie Carragher's thoughts on wanting the Reds to have an extra midfielder in. If you haven't seen his comments recently, he's been speaking about the idea that we need another man in midfield, and he reckons Liverpool should give up one of the 4 attacking spots. Now, of course, we have a number 10 and the 3 players across the front, so which one of them is going to give way? Well, it's most likely going to be the number 10, isn't it? If he wants to put an extra midfielder in. So I'll be here with the preview tomorrow. As I mentioned, we won't have a late night agenda tonight. We will be back tomorrow for a late night agenda. And again, apologies on it. It's just the way, well, life has gotten in the way today. So I'll be back here tonight at 10 o'clock or so for the late night news roundup. We'll know what's going on in the Champions League then. Who the Reds' opponents are going to be will become a little bit clearer. But again, a reminder, Connor will be here on Friday for a full roundup and taking you through the Champions League draw. Still have a couple of days left to enter a giveaway as well. A reminder, we are giving away a signed Jurgen Klopp frame shirt, completely free. All you have to do to enter is scan the QR code below or use the link in the description for further details. It's thanks to our friends at the collectorscorner.co.uk. And don't worry, if you do look on the Collectors Corner and see anything that you'd like to get yourself, well, we can help you out there with 20% off. All you have to do is use the Anfield Agenda discount code that you can see on the bottom of the screen there. Anfield Agenda 1. That is it from me for now, ladies and gentlemen. But again, I want to thank you for your continued support. It's been a quiet one this month right throughout the Liverpool content world, but it is shaping up to be a very, very busy end to the season. The Reds still active, of course, in the Premier League, the FA Cup and the Champions League. Will there be any silverware this season? We're going to find out together over the next few months. Appreciate you guys as always. We'll talk soon. Much love.